Hello, Taurus. This is your spiritual bestie, Ciara. I want to say welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. I am your spiritual bestie, and this reading is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. General reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind for me. If it does not resonate, try your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. All right. And this reading is actually going to be your December reading. So this is what's coming in for you for the month of December. Let's get right into it, okay? Whew. Let's take some deep breaths. All right, let me hurry up and get into it, because y'all know my monthly readings be long. All right, for Taurus. Yep, okay, for Taurus. For December. What's coming in for Taurus for December? Some tragic flip. Alrighty. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Ooh, I like. Actually, I think this reading is supposed to air the week of Thanksgiving. Ha, that's kind of funny. All right, turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace 61. Something could also be happening on Thanksgiving, by the way, for some of you. I don't know. For some reason, it just clicked that Thanksgiving is this week. So happy Thanksgiving. I didn't say it to all the other ones. I do apologize for the rest of my collective. But I usually do like all of the like updates and stuff like that on my weekly readings, because that's what I think about during the weeks. But anyway, let's see what else is happening for you for your December reading. Be grateful. Show gratitude. Okay. All right, for Taurus, for December spirit, what does Taurus need to know? Thank you for the messages, by the way. All right, communication is key. New moon in Gemini. All right, so make sure you're being communicative. Ooh, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So it feels like something is going to be shifting, changing in the month of December. I did say that for a lot of the earth signs, actually. But there is a little bit of this energy of don't close your mouth, right? Don't let things happen that you don't want to happen or don't like that it's happening. Make sure you're standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself. I feel like, but I'm also hearing this, Taurus, the way you communicate is key, okay? Like, it says communication is key. I'm hearing the way you communicate is going to be key. Also, if you hear my like heater, like the sound, I have my heater on. It's cold. I'm in Colorado. It's cold here. I cold. And also my allergies have been acting up. So if you hear a clearing of the throat, a cough, a sneeze, any of those things, please remind yourself that your spiritual bestie is also human. Anyway, but yeah, I'm hearing communication. Your communication needs to be specific, right? I'm hearing make sure you're communicating, but it's how you communicate, right? And I'm hearing that you might actually have a conversation that might be difficult or tough. And they're saying the way you communicate or show up for that conversation is going to lead to the result you want. You get what I'm saying? So it just depends. Whatever the situation is, if you come in with this, angry, I want to fight energy, then you might not get the outcome you want. They're saying to be mindful of how you communicate and be careful with your words. That's what I'm getting, okay? All right, let's go. All right, this is what's from my Animal Oracle deck, my Moonology deck. This is going to be from my Mindful Oracle deck for Taurus for December. For Taurus, what do they need to know for December spirit? Okay. Believe. It says you're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time for the idea that lives inside your heart to be brought into the world so others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life, and you will do exactly that. Oh, I like that. If that resonated, put the little prayer emoji hands down. Put the prayer emoji in the comments. But no, I'm definitely getting that. It's like You're being called to just completely believe and trust in yourself and your dreams. Of course, your dreams do need a practical plan. You have to plan, you have to organize, and Taurus is all about practicality. So I'm not really worried about that for you. But I'm hearing, don't start. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing someone who starts something and then it's not going the way they wanted it to or as quickly as they wanted it to, and then they start to back out on it. Don't back out. Keep going, okay? I'm also going to pull some tea leaves for you, Taurus, from my tea leaf fortune deck. These little round babies. For Taurus, for December spirit. December, for Taurus. Whoop. For Taurus. Okay. Fair hairs, man. What does that man want? What does they want? Anything else for Taurus? For Taurus, for December. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that came out was fair hair, fair man. It says dealings in relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. And then after that, we got teapot and rat. Teapot says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Ooh. Okay, and then the rat says someone working against you behind your back. Interesting. Oh. Don't like that. I don't like that at all. Anyway. So some of you could be getting closer with someone of the same sex, right? Some of you could be deciding to explore your sexuality, which, hey, I am all about that. But you might be deciding to create more friendships or create more connections with someone who might be of the same sex. I'm also getting a little bit of this energy of you being shocked that you connect with this person so deeply. Believe. Don't allow yourself, well, I mean, your emotions are valid. You can be shocked, but just know that, like, don't block the person that's in your life that is deepening a friendship with you, because it does feel like this deep friendship that you're experiencing is something that is... I am so sorry, Taurus. I actually experienced some issues with my phone that I record with. I was just talking, had no clue it stopped, baby. I'm sorry. All right, so I'll go over what I have so far for the spread. I haven't really talked much yet anyway. I just got the cards out, okay? So you didn't miss much, but we're gonna talk about it, okay? So one thing I did say about over here, about the deep friendship with the same sex, it cut off when I was trying to say this, so I'm gonna just re-say it because I felt inclined at the time. So I was saying that some of you could be deciding to come out the closet or to express yourself fully, deciding to, you know, either you've been in a relationship with someone of the same sex, or you've been thinking about it, you're in love with this person, or you're just in a really deep friendship and they're making you realize that you want to explore your sexuality more. And I don't know, for some of you, I'm getting like, for some reason, I was getting like someone bringing their significant other to Thanksgiving or Christmas. And there might be someone who knows about it and doesn't like it and is trying to work against you or set you up in a poor manner, right? And I was just saying that I love you. I'm here for you, and I'm all about that, you know, exploring your sexuality, enjoying who you are, really embracing who you are authentically, right? I'm all about it. So I will say, if anything like that is happening, I'm going to be praying for you. I'm sending support your way because I am your spiritual bestie, okay? All right, so you got, for your overall energy, I keep staring at my phone because I'm like trying to make sure it doesn't cut off on me. I'm nervous. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry, Taurus. Okay, there we go. So, overall energy, you got the moon. For what's coming in, you got the 10 of Pentacles. Your conflict is the Knight of Pentacles. Your resolution is the Knight of Cups. This is your hidden messages we'll talk about at the end. And this is your love message, which we'll talk about in the end. And then the King of Wands is what's on the bottom of the deck. And I was saying the King of Wands is a great energy because he is all about fire. He is innovative. He is all about his passions, his desires. He's getting stuff done. He's making things happen. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I don't curse. So, but let's talk about your overall energy, the moon. Now, I'm not really liking the moon as the overall energy. The moon is a card of, can be a card of illusions or feeling blocked. Can be a card of fears, anxieties. It's a watery based energy. You know what I'm saying, with the moon, and it feels very much like it can play it's a mysterious card is what I'm trying to say. So it can be several things when it comes to the moon, which is, like I said, the fears, the anxieties, can be illusions or like things happening that you least expect, like things being uncovered, right? Because things are hidden from you with the moon. But let's see. Why the moon for Taurus, overall energy? Why the moon? Okay. All right, King of Swords. I actually kind of like that with the moon, though. The King of Swords cuts through the BS. Look at that. 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. The King of Swords cuts through the BS. He is the card of head over heart. He is all about facts. He's fact checking, right? He want to see the numbers. He want to see the documents. He is not going to be tripped up by an illusion. You get what I'm saying? It feels like with the moon, it's like murky, unsure, like unstable. But the King of Swords is like clarifying it. It's one of the most stable cards we have in the deck, actually. He is very sure of himself. So the fact that we got that means that you could be in a point of December feeling more clear, more focused, or more sure about a situation that you were unsure about at one point. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like you may have been unsure about something, but now you're super sure. You're focused, you're driven, you're determined. You know what you want, and you're going for it. I like that what's coming in is that 10 of Pentacles is absolutely stunning, darling. 10 of Pentacles is literally the card of wealth, success, right? Long-term wealth. That is financial wealth. That is like literally legacy wealth, like literally money gone down the family line wealth. But it also can be you receiving money as well, or money being stable, money being more grounded, and things looking up in your finances. Let's see though. It is a card of abundance. Why the 10 of Pentacles for what's coming in for Taurus for December? Why the 10 of Pentacles? Okay. Knight of Swords. Oh my God, you almost got all the knights. You got Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. You just now need Knight of Wands. Interesting. Something's coming in swiftly. This 10 of Pentacles is coming in swiftly. All right, so the Knight of Swords is literally a card of action, ambition, action-oriented, driven, fast-paced, right? It's one of the fastest knights that we have. And he's all about go-getting and getting things done. The fact that you paired it up with the 10 of Pentacles is great because it feels like what's coming in is literally your money. Things are going to start to get stable, but because you've been going for so long, it's actually going to, when it comes in, it's going to come in very quickly and it's going to startle you. I'm also getting this, Taurus. There's a little bit of this energy of like when you least expect it. So I don't know why, but I'm seeing the Knight of Swords in my head, and see, you know how he's running on that horse and it's like literally like it's about to pass out. I'm seeing like you running, and then the horse stopping and just like it's exhausted to pass out, and you're just like, you're exhausted as well, and you're just like stuck in the middle of somewhere, exhausted, and like sitting there and you're like, oh my God, like I haven't gotten to where I needed to be yet. And then all of a sudden there's like a helicopter or something comes down, swoops you both up. Or I don't know, not a helicopter because can't pick up the horse, but something comes down to bless you while you're in a rested state, because they've seen how far you've been going and how hard you've been working towards something. Does that make sense, Taurus? I hope so. All right, so let's keep going. You got the Knight of Pentacles as your conflict, which is so interesting. Knight of Pentacles technically is a great card, but the thing is, Knight of Pentacles is like the slowest moving knight in the tarot. And he is very meticulous. He plans, he organizes, you know what I mean? And planning, organized is not a bad thing because, hey, all the earth signs, we're very meticulous about planning, organizing. We're very grounded in that way. But with that Knight of Pentacles, it feels very much like the conflict could be either like your finances, but I'm thinking like more like delegating the finances you're about to receive. But let's see, why the Knight of Pentacles for Taurus? Why the Knight of Pentacles for Taurus for conflict for December? Look at that. That's a celebration. Do-do-do. I like that. Okay. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, it's all in there. Good. All right, so with the Knight of Pentacles, you got the Four of Wands. That is also a completion, right? Look at, oh, look at this Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Something new coming in. I'm hearing you're ending an era and you're entering something new. Something that's going to be grounded and stable. And I feel like the conflict is the planning, right? Getting to that goal, getting to that mark. I feel like some of you have some goals or dreams in mind and you've been chasing and running it for a long time. And the conflict may have been that for a long time you've been planting and trying and you have not seen the fruits of your labor yet. But the thing is, you're about to, first of all, I'm hearing you're about to end the era of like planting and you're about to enter the era of receiving. Does that make sense? It feels like literally entering into the new year is going to be one of your most financially beneficial years of your life, Taurus. But right now you don't see it. Right now you've been working hard. Whatever you've been putting your time, your effort, your money towards, it's going to pay off in the long run. And it feels like the conflict has been you trying to keep things afloat, you trying to keep your money, afloat, you trying to continue to invest, you trying to continue to put that energy towards whatever it is. But this is literally your finish line. People are waving you over on the other side because they're ready to celebrate you ending one era and entering a new, more abundant, prosperous era. There's a harvest on the other side. There's a celebration on the other side. There's, the fruits of your labor on the other side. There's money, there's wealth on the other side. The conflict could be that you've just been waiting for a long time and you're like, I want it now. But it's coming in fast. It's coming in fast. You're about to receive it. But maybe that's the thing is because Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, he doesn't move. He's like the slowest moving knight in the tarot. And maybe that's the conflict is that you've been waiting. It's been slow. But I feel like when it comes in, it's going to slap you in the face. In a good way, I promise. All right, so your resolution is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a card of someone who has their heart on their sleeve. I feel like I'm also hearing some of you could be confessing. Reaching out to someone, confessing to someone. I'm hearing date, going on a date. Christmas date? I don't know. I'm seeing date. I'm hearing date. I'm hearing some of you could be deciding to confess to someone. Someone's confessing to you. Not necessarily what the Knight of Cups is about, but that's what I'm getting. But Knight of Cups is a card of having your heart on your sleeve. It is putting yourself out there, your emotions out there. It can be your knight in shining armor type of energy. Some of you could really be entering into a more romantic era. Let's see though. Why the resolution for the Knight of Cups? Why is the Knight of Cups the resolution for Taurus for December? The Page of Pentacles came back out. We literally just had it. All right, so that is a new, ooh, look at that. 8 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing I'm scared. I'm afraid. I think the resolution is literally deciding to really put yourself out there. I'm hearing step up as your authentic self, be your authentic self. Page of Pentacles, pages in the tarot, of course, are new energy. And with the Pentacle here, it can be a new financial energy, a new message about money, a new opportunity regarding money. Some of you could also be deciding to move in with each other or to help each other out financially. I'm not sure. Or some of you could be deciding to I'm hearing like, put all your cards out on the table. So some of you could be deciding, I'm going to take this person on a date. I'm going to put my money into this. I'm going to put my heart into this. And I'm afraid, I've been stuck for a while and I'm afraid that they may not accept me or they may not accept this offer, but I'm going to put my all into this offer. I'm going to put all my cards out on the table. I keep hearing I'm going to put all my cards out on the table. Obviously, this message won't resonate for everyone for December. And like I said, this could be love, yes, but this also can be something else. Like, You decided to stick up for yourself, stand up for yourself, and do something that you want to do and invest in something. And maybe that's the resolution, is because you've decided to be yourself, something new comes in that grants you an opportunity to really deep dive into even more of yourself, or even more towards your dreams and your goals. Does that make sense, Taurus? Okay, perfect. All right, so let's get into your hidden message. All right, so your hidden message is the Queen of Swords and the Devil, which, you know, I'm not a fan of, but, you know, those are your hidden messages. Now, the Devil, of course, is a toxic energy, can be, you know, a codependency, addiction. It's not a great energy to have around you. Now, with the Queen of Swords, though, I like that it's paired with the Queen of Swords. Why? Because Queen of Swords don't take no mess, y'all. That's why. And it feels like this is actually paired up with that King of Swords and the Moon. The Moon is fears, anxieties. The Devil also can be fears, anxiety, can be depression, can be something toxic, can be addictions. But you're cutting through it with the King and the Queen of Swords here. Now, what I'm also getting is some of you could also be attracting a Capricorn or Pisces. But what I was going to say is, whatever this is that's coming in like this, because this is your overall energy and this is what's hidden from you. I feel like whatever it is that is happening in December, you're no longer tolerating the BS. That's the best way to put it. You're not tolerating the BS. You're not playing small for people who don't deserve your energy in the first place. You're really deciding to take your heart out of a situation, because sometimes it's so easy for us to be like, but I love them, or I care for them, even though they don't really care or love you the way you need it to be cared or loved for. Does that make sense? So it feels like you're really cutting off those addictions, cutting off those ties, cutting off things that don't serve you, cutting off the codependent, whatever it is for you, what that devil energy is, the toxicity. You're cutting it clean off. And yeah, you may have some fears and anxieties about it, but you are standing your ground on what you know you deserve. Yes, Taurus, that's what we should be doing in December. And I feel like a lot of the earth signs are like getting themselves together, because once they hit the new year, they're taking off. You know what I'm saying? All right, lastly, you got for love, the Ace of Pentacles, which I like. I really, really like that for you, actually. The Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful energy to have as love. I mean, you wouldn't think of Pentacles as love, but I kind of love it. Aces in the tarot are new opportunities and growth and expansion and abundance, really. It's an opportunity to be able to move forward and plant the seed to do something new, to grab something new. Especially with this Ace of Pentacles here, it is such a beautiful energy. Now, of course, Pentacles usually mean money or work, business, right? But when we're talking about love, I would say that this is something new that might be coming in that is very stable, very, very heavy on the foundation. Could be another earth sign as well. Like I said, Capricorn is here, so it could be a Capricorn or a Virgo, doesn't matter. But it feels very much like whatever this is in love, it's something new and exciting. It's out with the old and with a new type of energy. It is very fun, exciting, but it's solid. And I feel like that's the thing, is when it comes to love, you may have had people who weren't always solid, or you may have had to always act as the foundation. In love, this time around, whatever's coming in is going to match your energy. You're both going to be solid and stable. Does that make sense? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. Oh, one more thing. I'm so sorry, Taurus. Hold on. I have to do your affirmation for my Listen Be Dead. I almost forgot. I'm sorry. But after this, then we'll end the video. All right, for Taurus, for December, what do they need to know? What affirmation should they be speaking over themselves in December, Spirit? You will get where you want to be. It's effing inevitable. Yes. That was perfect. This was perfect. Because like I said, I've been getting this energy of, you're like, okay, but when? You know what I heard? I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too dang bad. That's what I'm getting. I'm hearing you're like, I'm tired of this, God, Spirit. And they're like, well, it's too dang bad. It's inevitable. It's going to happen, but it ain't going to happen when you think it's supposed to happen. So buckle up, be patient, and keep going. Anyway, Taurus, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, my loves. Other than that, I'll see you in my next reading. Enjoy the rest of your December and take care. Bye-bye.